Let's start things off with just a bone-crushingly sad bit of news, Mason.
If this year couldn't get any worse.
My God.
Do you think remember, the last couple of years, every time it's New Year's, people are like, good riddance 2020, here comes 2021, it's going to be better.
Yeah.
Has it been?
God damn.
I would like to be the one guy for whom it has been better every year consistently.
Sure, yeah.
I'm killing this. This is great.
Absolutely. I mean, statistically, there would be that person, right?
Right, let's find him and beat him up.
I agree. So Kevin Conroy, as most people would know, especially if you're listening to this, one of his most prominent roles or the most prominent role, I would say, was the voice of the Batman, which he started in 1992 with the animated series, which he's done pretty much all the way up to the modern day. Like he'd weave in and out of different projects. That original Batman would come back in various iterations, but he's also done, of course, multiple video games, and not just the Arkham series like ones before that. He's been Batman in live action.
That's true.
On Batgirl.
Yeah, in the CW's Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing about his Batman is that he's incredible.
Just agreed.
Probably the best.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's very subjective and et cetera. But I mean, I know he was like the voice of Batman for us growing up, but just beyond that, and that shift between Bruce Wayne and Batman, and just what he got out of that role was just incredible. And the fact that he took it so seriously as well, like he deeply cared about this character.
Yeah. I have some of the origin story here that he went to Juilliard Acting Academy.
Yeah.
And he learned that a lot of theatre actors did voiceover to supplement their income. But he'd never done it. And his agent called him and said, Warner Brothers is looking for voices for a new show. And they're looking for like theatre actors and film actors because it's like dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he came in and they were like, all he knew really about Batman was he'd seen the 60s show.
Sure,
with
yeah.
Adam West, and he's like that? And they're like, no. We want.
Yeah, he wasn't a fan at all.
Yeah, they're like, he's avenging his parents' death. He's got the dual identities.
Yep.
And Kevin Conroy was like, oh, like Hamlet.
Yeah.
Like he's this avenging character, and then he just got to sort of.
And also like him, being an actor or being also around in that era. It wasn't like super publicly known, but he was gay, and he also he identified with having those dual like personalities.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Which I thought was just fascinating. Yeah, it just adds a layer of depth to all of that.
And here's a quote from Conroy about the first script that he got for Batman. He's like, when I just read the script that they sent me, it looked to me like Harvey Bullock, who's one of the Gotham police officers, was a much more interesting character, and Commissioner Gordon too. So I went in and I said, can I audition for the character roles? And one of the producers was like, you understand if you get Batman, you'll be in every episode. So stop trying to talk us out of hiring you. So that's a bit of fun.
That's really funny. Yeah, that's a very theatre thing to do, isn't it? I want to do the more interesting role. Right. It's like, no, you can be Batman. You can do this forever. What are you talking about? I also saw, there's multiple stories on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Mark Hamill paid tribute because they started at the same time. Mark Hamill obviously doing the Joker and that whole cast, and just various people who he's interacted with across the years. Like Kevin Smith, for example, was obviously a big fan, and they got to know each other, and he even worked on Masters of the Universe more recently.
Yeah. And he was in Yoga Hoses.
Oh, he was too. Yeah. I haven't seen that movie, but I have seen that clip. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw a little story from Batman the Animated Series podcast about how when he would interview people from the podcast, like you got like the guy who voiced Nightwing to sell like clip-on mullets and things like that. So they do in-character ads. And he wrote this, it was something like Batman like doing a dating profile and just all these silly things that like Batman was looking for. And like he liked it and he thought it was funny, but he said he didn't want to like shatter the illusion or sell out Batman for a joke.
Yeah, right.
And it wasn't like, I won't do this, I'm above it. But it was more like, I take this really seriously and I know people take it seriously and I don't want to cheapen that.
And it is sad, of course, when a someone in the public eye and a beloved actor dies, but you often get like a full picture of their life from especially social media and stuff. Yeah. Everybody's got a story. This is from a guy called Cam Del Rosario. He was at a convention and Kevin was poking around the table. These teens were nervously whispering, I think that's Batman. So they asked him if he was, and Kevin was like, no. A few minutes later, before leaving the area, he walked up to them and just said, I am vengeance.
That's great, yeah. Also, I'm one of his best performances I felt was in those Arkham games because also the level of like there's hundreds of hours in those games and you're Batman the entire time.
That's right.
And he's talking the entire time, and there's multiple branching paths and things that he says that you'd never see.
James, do you think when you play those games, you're on a direct line to the actors?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah,
right. So it was like, here I go.
I'm doing a Batman.
If you could not fail this mission again, James, that would be great.
I don't want to do this cutscene again. Yeah, just really terrific though. I mean, those games alone, the work that he puts into those, I mean, all of it. Now, I saw on IMDb, and I don't know whether this is true because IMDb, anybody can add anything, that he was going to be Thomas Wayne in that new Bruce Timm Paul Dini animated Batman series.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's coming out next year. I don't know whether that would be great if that's true. I don't know whether that's confirmed. Like, presumably, like they were always going to recast a Batman at this point. But I mean, that would be great. But yeah, that's I don't think there's anything else as far as I'm aware of his in the works. There probably is that that hasn't been revealed.
Yeah, it might be some lost media or something like that.
Yeah.
Deleted scenes will probably come out. But yeah, if people wanted to check out his work, you can get.
There's so many great like interviews and like behind the scenes like clips of him and just literally everything
That's
he's
true.
done,
Yeah, and just try. There's it's very difficult to find a bad episode of Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
There's one where it's revealed that one of the inspirations for Batman's persona is like a fictional pulp hero called the Grey Ghost,
voiced by
Adam West.
Adam West, yeah.
And Batman and the actor who played him back in the day team up to solve a mystery. That's a good episode. I don't know. I've never been sure whether actors on that show recorded in the same room or
I think
not.
initially they did. I don't know. I don't know what it eventually became.
Yeah, it's tough to say. Like, I know The Simpsons for a long time, all the actors in a scene would be in the same room at the same time, and that was considered an exception at the time. Yeah. Like, usually it was just someone would come in on whatever day and record all their lines to no one and then leave, but I don't know.
Yeah. Because the behind-the-scenes stuff I saw, they were at the very least initially together, especially for, like, the Batman Joker stuff. But I don't know. Like, I'd imagine with the video game stuff, you would just have to.
That's true. Yes. They get in the
script
gun. No. Kevin Conroy would come in with all the thugs who go, "It's the Bats."
But like if he's having a conversation with the Joker or whoever,
right.
Commissioner Gordon, etc. Anyways, terrible loss. Completely out of nowhere.
Of the game.
Yeah, that sucks. Mm-hmm. But what a great guy it seems like, and what a great body of work. Yeah.